The Google Hangout is now live. Awesome. Cool. Okay. Let me get the prompt up. Did you guys check out did you guys check out those apps that they had?
App?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the preparation material, they like gave us a bunch of apps that we can use.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty cool. I really like them. Like it makes it so you can kind of check stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Work.
Pretty
Yeah,
neat.
I said, man. It is.
Yeah.
Okay. So Vladi, Gabriel said before you got on that he would like to make this as short as he possibly can.
Sweet.
I'm exhausted. I just want to go to bed. I mean,
So
I also like when I work on homework, and the quiz is what we have to do together. And if we do the quiz and we still have time to do the whatever you guys want, we can.
Yeah.
For an hour, I mean.
So just real quick, let's make sure, because I think, don't we have an individual quiz too this weekend?
The weekend, I bet.
I think due by Saturday, right?
Right.
So just to make sure we all know that what we're supposed to do for that quiz. You guys know what you're gonna have to do for that quiz, because there's only one extension problem, and the
Interaction for
the preparation materials only had 2 questions on there. Kind of like there's a bunch of questions inside the 2 things.
Yeah.
So it's basically like making sure you know how to graph functions that are more than just a basic function. Have you guys gone over that yet?
The interaction.
I'm seeing a nod of the head from my boy Vladi in the small window. Have you gone over it yet, Gabriel?
Over what?
Oh, man, you are tired.
I am.
I wish I could just magically poof, rock star into your life or something like that.
But you said over what? The
What?
The extension problem for the preparation for this hangout?
It's just making sure you know how to graph and like determine X and Y intercepts and behavior of a graph that's not a basic function.
Yeah. The degree, we know that the y-intercept determine the end behavior. What's that?
So that's like where the graph is going.
Oh, like okay. It depends on the intercept and like the domain and range.
It's more so like negative or positive, and where does it end if it doesn't?
Okay, that's not that hard, isn't it? I mean,
just practice.
Well, he wants to get the quiz done because the quiz is probably harder than we think it is.
Nah.
Never, right?
That's why we can do the quiz and then we can go over this what we need to. So we can.
Yeah, if we have time, we'll do all that stuff. Let's do the quiz first.
Great.
I agree with you, Gabriel. I agree with you.
Nice.
Right, Mr. Teacher. Should we write that on the board?
Yeah.
And you can.
Right. First question is.
Can you hear? We can tell you.
I can see it. X to the 4th plus 14x squared
plus 45.
equals negative 45.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Negative 45.
All right. You guys tell me what to do.
Okay. Put the 45.
We are going to have so much fun.
Set the whole function to 0.
Okay. So first step is plus 45 plus 45, which makes this
great.
okay.
Now we have the constant 45. So we need
Can
to.
you guys see?
Yeah,
Can you guys see that very well?
Yeah, we see it. Sort of.
sort of.
I know the light's like right there.
But it's okay. So now we need to get the factors of 45.
That's a bad idea. Okay.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, so there's 1 and 45.
And 9 and
No,
5.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
'Cause
Teacher,
it's
what do we have to do?
X fourth, right?
Yeah, so you don't have an x to the third.
But we can put 0 in there.
You can, but there's an easier way to do this.
Okay.
So did you guys read about u?
Oh,
Like,
yeah, but
replacing like terms for u? So this, to me, just from that, looks like we could do, like you could basically say x is, so like x squared
equal.
u, and x to the fourth becomes u squared,
Right.
which then would make this u squared plus 14u plus 45.
Yeah, that makes sense. So we need, the point is that using u, we need to solve now that equation, and then when we solve that equation, we need to include x squared and then solve that again.
But if you have it in this form right here, you could just do the quadratic equation.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you have,
Because you have b, a is 1, and
yeah.
And c is 45.
So a equals 1, b equals 14, c equals 45.
So, okay. Can we factor that one or no? Because it can be u plus 9 and u plus 5.
Yeah, that's easier for sure. Look at the big brain on Vladi.
No, I just got lucky. It's a lucky guess.
Which would make these both negative. What are you writing down, Gabriel?
I'm trying to solve it, but I'm not.
And do we replace each u with x squared?
Yes. And then we solve again.
Oh yeah, this isn't I have an eraser. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Use your fingers.
No.
Sure.
No, my hands are dirty enough. I was working on my car all last night, and this one,
Nice.
kind of. So this would be u, which means that this is x squared
Equal to? X equal to.
Which means, did you say you got x equals 2?
No, you have x squared equal what?
X squared equals -9 and x squared equals -5.
Oh, okay.
So, can you guys still see this side?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. My big body's in the way. Let me move this chair. My office
So
is small.
So the third one is like x equals 3i, right?
So if you did it right, I think you would be on this one. It would then be x equals plus or minus the square root of -9, and then that would then convert into
3i.
minus, or yeah, 3i.
Mm-hmm. But the other one would be I.
Wouldn't you then have -3i and 3i both?
Sorry, what?
When you have both positive and negative? Because you have to square.
No, what you do is you set the whole equation to the square root. That's why you get x in one side, and the other one you will get like 3 on the square. You can set those two like different. You can take out the negative because it's 1. It's like 9 multiplying 1, -1, and that's how you get I. The square root of -1 is I, and then 9, it will be 3. Does that make sense?
But don't you have to have plus and minus when you do the square root of a negative number?
Plus and minus. Square.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That is, you are using the quadratic formula.
Doesn't do. Is that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's inverse, but that makes sense. It's because you said square root of x equal square root of 9 and negative. It's the same as saying square root of -1 times 9. And if you solve, it will be x equal square root of 1 is I, and the square root of 9 is 3. So you just get like 3i for that one. But because using all of the technique that you have learned so far, solve the following equation. Remember to always check your solutions. Man, how are we going to put 3i in there if it is imaginary?
Because it's kind of like you're squaring or square rooting like two different numbers with the -9. So it's like -1 squared or -1 rooted
Times,
is I, then times 9, which is 3. So 3i for that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one. The other one would be the same with x squared, square root of x squared equal I square root of 5. I mean x equal I square root of 5.
I'm trying to write it backward. So like that.
What's that? I don't know.
Because I did it backwards. But then I guess you square root both sides, right? Like that.
So the square root of -5 is what?
It's 5 to the 5.
-5 is the square root of 5 because we can have the square root of 5, but we can put the negative outside of the square root as an imaginary number.
Okay. So like that?
Right. We
All right. Take a picture of it and I'll write it down as our answer.
But then we gotta check it to make sure both either one or both fit.
Uh-huh.
Because it says check your solution.
And how do we do that if it is I? Oh, just wait. Okay. Never mind, we can.
Okay, well, I'm still going to take the picture because it's taking up the whole board.
Okay.
Okay.
So if we want to check, we need to replace, right? We need to replace, we can do 3i in the x, right?
Yeah. So we could put like, that's equivalent to like -3, I imagine.
3i?
Yeah.
Well, we will have to do like a square root of -3
True.
or -9.
Yeah.
Square root of -9. If we like, yeah, we put it back, it will be easier.
Oh.
But okay, let's see. So it will be parentheses square root of -9 to the 4th plus 14 times square root of -9 squared equal 45. If we have a square root to the square, those they cancel out, right?
Yeah.
So we can have like -9 to the square plus 14 times -9 equal -45, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we can just solve for this. 9 times 9, 81, plus 14 times -9.
Uh, 131.
One. 9 times 14. 126 I had.
Yeah, 126.
So it
126.
will be
Negative
-26. 26 plus
That was
45.
off the top of my head.
Oh,
Yeah,
equal
That could equal 0, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, right?
Because 81 plus 45 is 126. And then 126 minus 126 is 0. So that one works.
Cool. Okay, that's perfect.
So the 3i works.
Take a picture of your solve right there and post it in our group thread so that I can copy it down on the sheet that I turn in.
Okay. And then now we have to check what? -5? Square root of -5.
Okay, let's do the same with square root of -5 plus 14 times square root of -5 squared equal -45. Define to the square plus 14 times -5 equal -45. 25 plus 13 times 5.
And 70.
negative 70 equal negative 45. Fix two.
Both of them work.
Negative 45 equal negative 45.
Mhm.
That'll give us 0 too, so that is even, so that's true. Good. Okay, we have the first one.
Okay, I'll take a picture and
And what
post it right
time is
now.
it? Okay,
It's
and we
8:39.
39 for one exercise.
That's not even the total first question. We still have to do the second one,
Absolute
the
value.
absolute values.
Okay, let's
We're
go
a fourth
for
of the
that.
way there, or a fifth. We're almost there.
Number 2, though, should be fairly simple. I mean,
Do
not
you
simple.
guys want? Do you guys wanna just try it? If we can, like, for example, divide the work. I can try to do the exercise 2 or 3, and then we can just like talk about them and see if they make sense, or we can just go over them like one by one.
Quick cutting corners so you can go to sleep.
Huh?
I said quick cutting corners so you can go to sleep.
Okay, let's go exercise number 2.
All right.
So absolute value of x squared plus 2x equal absolute value of 5 minus x squared.
Okay.
So how do we do this? We need to set the first equation equal to the second equation in both signs, right? Like negative and positive. Does that make sense? So it will be like x squared plus 2x equal negative 5 negative x squared. That is one option, right? And the other one is x squared plus 2x equal 5 plus x squared. Or is that's wrong? What do you guys think?
Show me what you're talking about.
The absolute value. What are we doing? Oh, if you want, write it on the board, and I can tell you what I did.
Is it there?
Okay, so what I did with absolute value, you have two options, right?
Plus or minus.
Exactly. You have the first equation to plus all the second equal the second equation positive, or the second equation negative, right? Plus 1 or minus
Would you have 4?
4? No,
4
you
different
just
solutions.
4?
4 different options?
Yeah, because it could be both positive.
Both
And
negative.
both negative.
Positive, negative, negative, positive.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can do that too. I don't remember that. But...
I just love the scratching of your head that's going on right now. Got 4 times longer. Why?
Okay, but okay. I'll do the first one. Let's split the job so we can work.
Okay, so which one are you doing?
I am doing the x squared plus 2x equal negative 5 negative x squared.
If it's negative 5, wouldn't the negative version of that make it negative 5 plus x squared?
Yes. Okay.
Here are the four equations,
Okay, that looks good. Wait.
but
How
it's
do you do it
backwards.
now?
Hold on.
Backward? What you can do, what are you using? Your computer?
Me?
No, Bloody.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. You can put it in a mirror if you have one.
What do you got, Blake? Put it up to the screen. I can see it normal. You want me to write them on the board?
No, or you can use your phone. Hey, that looks good. But you have to talk, Bloody.
It's backwards.
Backwards too.
Okay. So here, I'll just write them on the board. Read the first one to me and tell me what it is. So like plus plus.
Okay, Bloody, go for it.
Okay. So x squared plus 2x equals 5 minus x squared. That's 1.
Right.
That's plus plus, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's x squared plus 2x equals minus or negative 5 plus x squared. So negative 5 plus x squared.
And that's positive negative, right?
Yep. And then negative x squared minus 2x equals minus 5 plus x squared.
And that's negative negative.
That's negative positive. Or negative negative, yeah.
Okay.
Then there's negative x squared minus 2x equals 5 minus x squared. So that's negative positive.
What about the? Never mind. I don't want to give more options.
What? What about what?
Did you do the negative x squared minus 2x equal negative 5 plus x squared?
Yeah, that's negative negative.
Yeah, you have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Let's go through this.
Okay, who wants to do which one?
I'll do the bottom one.
I'll do the
The
second
negative
one.
positive.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna do the second one, the equal negative 5 plus x squared. The negative negative.
Negative 5 plus x squared.
So that's the third one.
You're doing negative negative?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay, I'll do number 2, and then we can all do positive positive together.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. On the last one, I got x equals negative 5 seconds, 5 halves.
5 over 2.
5
Yeah.
over 2.
In which one?
On the last one, the negative positive. Negative positive.
Yeah.
What did you get on yours, Gabriel?
In the one with negative 5, everything positive, but it has the negative 5 is the same but negative. X equal negative 5 over 2.
Okay. You did x squared plus 2x equals negative 5 plus x squared.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
You did the one that was x squared plus 2x equals negative 5 plus x squared?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, cool.
What did you get?
Negative 5 over 2.
Mine was negative 5 over 2 also.
Yeah. You did too?
I did the second one, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So for all 3 of the bottom ones, it's x equals negative 5 over 2.
There is the all the positive is just positive.
What's that?
The one that everything is positive is just 5/2. The x squared plus 2x equal 5 plus x squared.
It's 5/2.
Yes. Where is that one?
Are you sure it's 5/2?
Yes,
Why?
because you have x squared in both sides, so they cancel each other. And then x, if you isolate the x, it divides the number 5. So it's 5/2 equal x.
If you were to transfer, you would either have to subtract x on this side, so then you'd have negative 2x, or you'd add x from that side to this side, and then you would have 2x squared.
No, the 2x, we don't have 2x squared.
Okay.
He means it'll become x to the fourth because you would have to add.
Or yeah, it's not going to cancel each other out.
But they are both positive. So if you move it to the other side,
They are both positive though. This x squared on this side is negative.
I didn't do that one.
I know, you just said positive, positive.
Uh-huh.
Are you talking about this one right here? Positive, negative?
No, the one that it doesn't have any negative in it. I think there is.
There isn't a problem that doesn't have a negative.
There isn't.
No.
But you have to, if it is absolute value is x squared plus 2x, and the whole function has to be positive.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be 5 plus x squared. Do you have that one, Bloody?
It's kind of like parentheses 1 parentheses 5 minus x squared, and then that making absolute value would be negative 1 parentheses 5 minus x squared, which would equal like negative 5. I don't know.
Plus x squared, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then if you leave it by itself, it's 5 minus x squared. So the 1b on the websites, the actual positive one is x squared plus 2x equals 5 minus x squared. Like that's the original one.
Yeah, that's the original one.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's
the one that we don't have an answer to right now.
yeah, that's the one that's you basically take away the absolute value, and that's a positive one.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
There isn't a version of it with the absolute value where there isn't a negative symbol on one side or the other.
I got lost.
Here, let me take a picture and see if I can send it to the.
I mean, give me 1 sec. Gotta disconnect the hard drive. Come on. There it goes. All right.
Okay.
So those are the 4. Is that backwards or is it right?
Wait.
That looks good.
Tag Zach, so I can.
Can you see it now?
Yeah.
So those are the 4 possibilities. The bottom 3 all equal the same thing. Negative 5/2.
The positive.
The positive
Okay.
the positive is probably going to have to turn into
X
the so this is going to have to be x to the fourth.
plus 2x minus 5.
Yeah.
So I have to solve for that one.
Are you sure? Are you sure you have to multiply it?
I added x squared to both sides, so I got x to the fourth. To null the one on the right, I added x squared to on that one.
It wouldn't just become 2x squared?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, I suck at math.
Yeah, that's cool. 2x squared.
Yeah, 2x squared plus 2x minus 5. Okay, that makes better sense.
Because then you could do, from there, you could do the quadratic equation
Yeah.
to figure it out. Which is what we'll do as a group.
Woohoo!
Aren't you so excited, Vladi? And
Terribly.
Gabriel? I'm so excited that we have a whiteboard that we could do this with.
Yes, it is cool. I'm glad.
I feel like it helped us today. I'm so glad that I have it.
We should get extra credit.
You guys email Sister Hess. Make it happen.
Okay, so
All
quadratic equation, it's minus b plus minus.
Hold up. Just let me write it out so we have the steps.
Yeah.
And then you guys need to take pictures of your steps for the two that you did
Okay.
and send them so I can compile the whole thing. So plus x squared, which makes this 2x squared plus 2x, and then minus 5 equals 0. Okay, so you have a, b, c equals 2 minus 5, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys got? Okay, so then we have -2 plus or minus the square root of
4. Can you? Or you can put 2 to the square.
it's 2 squared plus
Minus.
or
Minus
2 squared minus 4
times
2
times 5.
-5
Yes, negative 5.
So that's
over 2 times 2, right?
Right.
so
That's
negative
good.
2 square root of 4 plus 40.
-4 times 2 is -8.
It's plus 40, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so
44.
-2
Mm-hmm.
plus or minus the square root of 40.
44
44
over
4.
4.
44.
Square root of 44. It's like 12. No, it's 6.6339. It's a huge number.
Hold on, I got this. So we divide this up. You do
That's what we can do.
-2 over 4 plus or minus the square root of 44 divided by 4.
11.
And then you have then -1/2 plus the square root of 11, -1/2 minus square root of 11.
Right. Negative 1/2 plus minus square root of 11. Great! That looks awesome.
Hey, time for our favorite part.
Huh?
Check the solutions.
Oh, come on.
We'll leave that up to you, Vladi.
All right. It says we
Okay.
can use a calculator, so I'll check them while you guys.
I'm fairly like positive that's correct.
Man, they are always correct. Just kidding. Sometimes they're not. But once, like, you know
Like
what?
we have to like put them in the equation and like check. So
Okay. So find the real.
Okay. I'm gonna take a picture of this. You tell me if I'm wrong. Make sure you guys take pictures of your work for the other two things. This is called ultimate teamwork right here.
Okay, cool.
I got a Snapchat.
What are you doing? Okay.
Okay. The third problem.
Okay.
Or no, second problem. All right.
X to the fifth.
Hold up. Let me erase real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna try to work on it, and then I can just like give you what I have.
Okay. You do that. That's fine. Lottie, what's the status on the checking, my man?
it's going.
Does -5/2 check out?
No, I was trying to do the other one
Oh.
first, harder.
I guess you could always write that as like 1 minus the square root of 11/2.
Yeah.
Or gosh, this stuff sucks.
Freak.
Okay. 0. X 8 Are you doing synthetic division,
Yes.
Gabriel?
And if the factors are 1, 2, 4, and 8, right? Wait.
Of
Please,
8?
I don't see what you have there yet.
Oh, I just factored out I
Yes.
factored it so that you could have a constant.
Okay. Cool. That's what I did. Then I tried 1, -1, 2. If you want, I can try it again. Maybe I'm not thinking it straight.
No. 4 possibles.
No, that doesn't make sense. Well, I'm gonna.
So, yeah.
What's up?
-5/2 is not a solution.
-5/2 is not a solution?
For the problems I'm checking on the last.
Oh, okay. So yes, -5/2.
That one's
It's-
not a solution. It's not. So I'm still checking the other two.
Yeah, I tried synthetic division with 1, -1, 2, -2,
Uh-huh.
and with 8, and it hasn't worked yet.
And you haven't got 0?
Yeah, I haven't. Let's try this. No, it's go way too long.
I don't get how -5/2 isn't a solution. It was good for 3 of them.
I know that sucks.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I kind of messed up. I checked if it was a solution for the first one, which was retarded of me, but.
Oh.
Okay, so it's possible that it is still a solution.
Yeah. I'm just making sure the other one. Yeah. Sorry.
Hey, I'm I'm 9,000,000% positive that -5/2 is a solution.
I brain farted.
Brain fart. Party foul, man. All right. So you did synthetic division for 1, 2, 4, and 8.
1, 2, and 8.
You didn't do it for 4?
No, now I'm doing -4. And it's not gonna give me anything. Just give me two big numbers too big.
Just put on a beanie.
Yeah.
Cold?
No, it's just that my hair is a mess. Oh. Man. I don't know what to do. What can that happen?
What's that?
Can that happen that we don't get a 0 in this equation? Well, it happens. Because 0 is one option. We know that that's a root. Because we have the x out. But I don't know. Which one did you try?
I just did one. I'll try more.
I'll go get water and I'll be back.
All right. Get a Red Bull for yourself too.
What?
Get a Red Bull.
I wish it had one. I'm back. So we need to find a factor that can do this one.
It's 2.
It's 2?
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Did you do your synthetic division right?
I did 1, -1, and then I did maybe -2.
Did you not do 2?
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, it's 2. 2 is the factor. So you'd have so you have x minus 2, and then you have
Oh yeah, you're right. Got it. Nice. So we have x equals 0. That is 1, right? And then we have x.
So would you
minus 2 times what? Vector minus 4x squared plus 6x minus 4. Okay, got the function. Yeah, I got what you have there.
x minus 2, x3 minus
4x squared plus 6x minus 4.
Yeah.
Right. But now we need to find the other ones for that equation. That is degree 3. Right?
What's that?
Now we need to find the root of the equation that is to the third, degree 3.
Couldn't you technically do synthetic
division again.
Again?
Yeah, we can. And we have just like 1, 2, and 4 as a factor. So
Okay, you do 2, or no, you do 1, I'll do 2.
want me to do what?
Yep. You do 1, I'll do 2.
One is not. Do you want me to try -1 now?
Nope. 2's good.
2 is good.
Yep. So then we would have
2, 2.
x squared minus 2, x squared minus 2, and then x squared minus 2x plus 2.
X squared minus 2x plus 2.
Yep.
Okay. So it's 2 and 1. Would be x squared, x minus 2 and x plus 1. If we factor that function. Right? Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, that's wrong. I am no.
Are you not fully functioning right now, my man? Lottie told you to get a Red Bull. It gives you wings.
Yeah.
Can you? Maybe my brain's just dead, but I can't factor to that for the life of me.
Yeah, you're right. We can't.
So then we need to plug it into the quadratic equation.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so A equals 1, B equals -2, C equals 2.
Yes.
Okay, so then we have -2 plus or minus the square root of -2 squared minus 4, 1, 2, all over 2, 1.
2 over 1?
Over 2 times 1.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just plugging in parentheses.
Okay. Oh.
You have, so it's +2 plus or minus 4 minus 8.
Yes. So it's square root of negative.
Square root of 4 minus 8 over 2. So you're 2 plus or minus the square root of -4 over 2.
Yes.
So wouldn't that be
2i and 1 -1? No. Okay. We will have 2 over 2 plus minus square root of -4 over 2. It would be the same as 1 plus or minus square root of, or plus or minus 2i over 2. Right? Ding.
was that the work, Vladi?
Yeah.
Was it a solution?
Yeah, all three of them were.
Yeah. That's positive. You ready to check some more?
Okay, we have them. I would say that is 1 plus or minus 2i over 2. That's the farthest I can go.
Just put it in a calculator. What's the square root?
Square root of 1.
Of negative 4 over 2. It's going to give us it's not going to give us the right number.
Yeah, it's an imaginary number, so. That's why it's the farthest it can be I.
So if you do 1 plus or minus the square root of 2, what's the square root of 2? Is that 2i or is that just I?
The square root of 2 is just the square root of 2. We don't have an equivalent for that. It would be 1 point an infinite number, but there is not like specific one. Okay, so the real that's what it says, real and imaginary roots. The real ones are 0
and 2,
and the imaginary ones are 1 plus or minus 2i over 2.
No, it would just if we were going to do it that way, it would just be 1 plus the square root, or 1 plus 2i
over
and
2
1 minus 2i.
Right. Great. That are the answers. So it's 1 plus 2i over 2.
No, it's not. It wouldn't be over 2.
Why not?
Because if you're doing 1 plus 2i, that is you already taking the over 2 out. Because if you have, because at the end we ended up with 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 over 2.
Right.
But if you split it up, then you have 2 over 2 plus or minus the square root of negative 4 over 2.
Right.
But if you eliminate the over 2, it would be 1 plus or minus the square root of negative 2, or 2i.
No, but we don't really eliminate them. We just like put them in 2 different parts. We have 2 over 2 plus or minus square root of negative 4 over 2.
So you have 2i over 2?
Yes, because in one part is 2 over 2, and that gives us 1.
So then wouldn't it just be I?
No, because it's 2 because it is the square of 4, and the square root of 4 is 2.
Okay. Humor me. What I'm hearing you say, and this is fine, but I think we can simplify, is that it's 2 over 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 over 2, which is equal to 1 plus or minus 2i over 2.
Right. That's what I have.
Which I think you could simplify to 1 plus or minus I.
But the 2 is multiplying the I, and that's why it's an imaginary number.
I think you're wrong.
So maybe
I think you can cross this out and it's just I.
but the 2 is also under I, the number I. We can't just leave I alone, can we? I mean,
I think you can.
if it is multiplying, we can.
If it's in a square root, I don't think you can, but I think if it's multiplying, you can leave I alone.
Okay, so it would be just 1 plus I.
And 1 minus I.
1 minus I?
Yeah.
Okay, you might be right.
So I think it's x is equal to 0, 2, 1 plus I, 1 minus I.
That's the answer. I go with that one.
Vladi, do your magic.
All right, which one's the answer?
So your roots are x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, x is equal to 1 plus I, and x is equal to 1 minus I.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll check that.
All right.
Great.
0 is a solution.
0 is a solution.
And 2
0
also,
is the first solution that we found.
and 2 is the second solution. Those are the real solutions.
And then the imaginary solutions are 1 plus I and 1 minus I.
Right.
Sweet. You guys got it.
Awesome. Yeah, you don't have to check. Let's just move on to the question number 3.
I think that was just for number 1, where it says check your solution.
Oh, it doesn't say check your solutions on number 2?
Yeah,
Nope.
it doesn't. Woohoo! Great.
All right.
Let's go
Perfect.
to question 3, and it is 9:25.
I have an hour and a half to figure. We have an hour and a half to figure out 3A and B, and then I have to copy everything down onto a piece of paper and submit it.
You can just take a picture and submit it. I would do it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Oh.
No, it's not.
My life is sad. All right.
Okay, question 3. The cost for making 8 plate of food for giant to sell at the farmer's market is given in dollars by C equal 0.5 x. Do you want me to tell you, or you can just copy?
I have to use like rubbing alcohol on this thing to get it clean. All right. Okay. So would you say that it's 83.50 is equal to 0.5x plus square root of 8x plus
5,000, yeah. Plus 5,000.
over 5,000. Okay.
Over
Nice.
9,000.
My man.
So we just need to replace 83 times 50 in the x, right?
What?
Then it says find the number of plate of food for which the cost is 83 times 50.
So yeah, that should be it. That's it. Number of plates of food is X, I think.
Yeah, number of plates of food is x. The C represents the cost, which is 83.50.
Oh, okay, so just set it equal to that, and then solve for x.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I have no idea how to do this. What about?
So first step, wouldn't you?
Did you say that the whole equation equal to 83 times 50?
Yeah, this side is equal to 83 times 50. But you don't know what x is, which is the number of plates, which is what we have to solve for.
Right.
So theoretically, wouldn't you have to get rid of the square root first?
Can we get rid of that? Like just saying like.
So you'd square each part of the equation to get rid of the square root, right?
Well, let's move the 0.5x, and then we can just like. No.
Am I incorrect on the order of operations here?
No, I'm calculating it right now. I'm just doing 83 times, or 8350 squared. Yeah.
What is that?
That is 6972.25.
Okay.
Then we have 0.25x squared plus 8x plus 5,000.
0.25x squared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus 8x.
8x plus 5,000. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm pretty sure this just got a whole lot easier.
You set it to 0 now?
Yeah, so you would just subtract 6972.25 from here, which would make it negative what?
Negative 1972.25.
Negative 1972.25. Wow, I made that way more complicated than it needed to be. Is equal to 0. And plug in the quadratic equation.
Let's do it.
Right?
Yeah.
So A is equal to 0.25. B is equal to 8. And C is equal to negative 1972.25. Shoot, this is going to be crazy. Okay, so you have negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 8 squared minus 4 times 0.25 times negative 1972.25 all over 2 times 0.25.
The ugly no. Oh shoot. I thought it was more complicated than I thought. So, yeah. So, yeah.
So if you simplify this, it's negative 8 plus or minus the square root of 64 minus. So this is nice because you make this positive, so it's going to be negative. What's this? Negative 1 times. So it's just plus 1972.25.
Yep. Plus 64.
Yeah, 64 plus 1972.25 over 0.5. Right?
Yeah. So that equals 2036.25. Is the square root, I guess. And then so the equation would be 8 minus 8 plus or minus the square root of 2036.25 over what did you say the bottom number was? 0.50.
5?
Yeah.
A quarter of 2 is 0.5, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we calculate that?
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna leave you to that one, my man.
All right. You guys can get started on the next one then.
So the next one is if the food sells for 4.49
Per plate.
per plate, then what is the minimum number of plates that Giant must make and sell to make a profit?
What?
What? What is the minimum number of plates that Giant must make and sell to make a profit?
So we can't figure that out until we know approximately what the amount is that 83.50 makes in plates.
Uh-huh.
So sorry, Vladi, but we got to do this one as a group.
So the first one, so negative a plus that ugly square root number over 0.5 is 74.25 is the first answer. That's how many plates of food. 74.25. But then now I'm doing the second part of it.
74.25.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is nasty. Just so you guys know, I have no faith in us getting the right answer on this one.
We can do it.
It's just so all over the place.
I know. It sucks.
And then the next number is negative 106.25.
Hey, it says that we can use our textbook. Do you want me to maybe find something in there similar?
Yeah. You go get it, buddy.
It will be so cool.
So based on the word problem, I assume the first one's right. Just because you can't have negative plates of food.
Right. So it's an impossible number.
So it's 74.25 plates of food. And then I gotta find the minimum.
Whoa. Hold on.
What?
So if it costs $83 for her to make how many? How many plates?
74.25 plates.
And those plates are selling
For 4.49 per plate. So basically we need to find
you would just need to do 83.50 divided by 4.49.
yeah, and just use a base number.
How much? What is that?
Let me use a calculator really quick to do 4.9 plus 4.9.
Why are we doing 4.9?
For each plate, because how many plates you would need. So, because on the calculator, I can do answer plus 4.9, and I can just tally each time I press enter.
Oh no.
What? Fetch. Wait, I'll be back. My computer just died. Back. My computer died, and I think that I saw something too. Where my head
All right.
goes.
She has to sell 19 plates to make a profit. Because that would come out to 85.31, which is over 83.50. So yeah, because 19 times 4.49 is 85.31. So that's how many plates.
What?
Was that your computer? Oh, he
No,
left?
he just left,
Maybe he lagged out or something.
and he's still live, and he's the one recording.
He'll
He's-
invite us probably to
He
his
needs to
again.
come back.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have everything then.
pretty much. Yeah.
Hey, I found something similar, but for a book.
Mashed potatoes.
Hey, I'll text him. If no, like, doesn't make sense for us to be here if he
Yeah.
needs everything. Well, I texted the group, so you might get it too. Well, let's hang up. I don't want to be being recorded.
I don't think he's recording us, right?
It is.
Or is he? It is?
Because it says live.
True. Well, let's hang up and he'll call us if it happens.
Okay. Hey, what's up?
Dude, I lost internet for a second.
Oh, okay.
I think my power flickered and it like reset my router.
Oh, okay. Well, you're sitting live. Is Vladdy coming? He got the answer of 19 plates.
Yeah, that's what I got. Good.
Cool.
That was me.
Oh, you?
I like your beanie.
Thanks.
Pom pom is a real nice touch.
Okay, so we're done.
only an hour and a half later.
There he is. Send me a call. That's what he said.
I sent him one.
He just said.
I'll ask him. I'll send him another one.
There he is. Okay. Cool. So we're done. Any question? Now let's go over the extension problems.
Oh gosh. Hi. What's up? How's work? It looked good. That's good. I like it.
Hey, Zach. Zach is gone. Again. Okay, well, do we have to do something else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it, but Zach,
Because we keep losing internet connection, we done. Goodbye.